So my tips for finding housing: when you are accepted to HSC at Fort Worth, you will be added to a Facebook page of the accepted students in your class, and that Facebook page will also have students in the classes ahead of you. And those students are a great resource for helping you find housing. I know that at TCOM we have an ongoing Excel spreadsheet where current students will add to it and kind of add their advice. Students that already live there, students that have lived at those places in the past. I know the housing market here is pretty great. So if you're someone that's looking for a house, you're looking to buy or rent, I know we have a lot of great resources for that as well. Just reach out to your upperclassmen. I know we're always happy to help.
The best tip I've heard when looking for housing is to reach out to people who are already living here on campus. Your upperclassmen. These students have been through the process that you're about to go through, so they know where they've lived, where their peers have lived, and the best tricks to get you the cheapest rent in town. The internet is a great resource for finding housing. I found my current place through apartments.com, but you can also use websites such as Zillow or realtor.com. You can also reach out to local Facebook groups and see if there are any renters looking for tenants for their properties. You can also join your incoming students' Facebook page and reach out to some of your classmates and see if anyone's looking for a roommate.
Utilize your Facebook groups. That includes the UNT HSC housing page and also your specific class page. A lot of people will be posting about roommate opportunities and other housing opportunities there. So it's a great way to interact with your classmates, potentially live with one of your classmates, or just find other people who are in the UNT HSC community who are looking for a roommate as well. I know that is how I found my housing situation.
I think there's some great places in Fort Worth along the Trinity River. Also looking downtown in the 7th area, lots to do, good social scene.
I found my current housing situation through my roommates actually. Through our class group me, some of us reached out looking for roommates, and then that's how we met and did a Zoom call and learned more about each other. And then one of my roommates actually was able to meet with several of the apartment complexes who had their booths set up at my HSC day. Through there, she was able to book some tours and see some of the apartments in the nearby area. She sent us several photos and then ended up deciding where we wanted to apply from there. Definitely utilize your class group me. There's a Facebook page where you can find UNT HSC housing. It'll be easier for you to find housing and or roommates.
Within my HSC day in April, as well as orientation, there are lots of information about tons of complexes nearby. And one thing that I definitely recommend to reach out to certain complexes about is something called affordable housing. These are options that are available to most students, which would bring your rate down.
A tip that I have on finding housing around campus is to talk to your upperclassmen. I think the upperclassmen have very good advice on finding places that are close to campus and around rotation sites as well. I personally live with my parents in Fort Worth. If your parents live in DFW, it would be a very good idea to stay with them to save a lot of money.